us that work in World Bank assisted project who have been enjoying this software for long, 2 years. When I came in, even before then, former of Nigeria felt the idea to him and the need for us to go use the software. Then it's some problem, the issue of laptop. So, but though we have it, and the first signatory now, the laptop will not be a problem again. So the software is very, very, very good for us. You don't need to prepare your voucher using a colonial idea. They can't Google this. Very, very simple. And we have so many people, they are putting pressure, say no. We learned from Tokuns before. And most of us, especially those that work in the project, we enjoy them. The most important thing, pay attention, pay full attention. We want to start with the AG office. As from tomorrow, we'll see all these accountancies, those in AG office. After we install and you understand that software, the next time we invite them to carry the whole state. So please, you have to pay attention, full attention. If you don't understand, thank God they are all here. The 3 days they will spend with us, I know they will impart a lot of things to us. Thank you, and God bless you.
The AG, the entire accountant. We are going to be deploying and at the same time introduce to you something a little bit different from what even some of us, including the generation of the AG, used to know. Something a little bit different. And how is it different? It's even because technology is always advancing. You know, there's always an advancement technology-wise. And that is the beauty of what we are about to unveil in this project. We are going to be unveiling what I call a cloud-based application. You see, in the early generation of development of flexible accounting, we used to have what we call a desktop application. When I say a desktop application, I'm talking about an application that is developed. Also, it's very important for us to understand that the application we are deploying here is designed, developed, and fully kitted by Nigeria and also for Nigeria. I think it's a plus for us. That something good can come out of Nigeria. And it's very good. And one more time, sir, to the AG, we want to appreciate you, sir. He made mention of something very important. Some of us may not pay attention to it, but those of us in the industry pay very rapt attention to that, and I'm taking note that you are a true Nigerian, sir. You have the interests of Nigeria at heart. The AG said something, he said, thank you very much, thank you very much. He said, despite a lot of pressure, he said, Tokuns. You see, if you see, one of the ways we kill our economy and we kill our nation is that we go and patronize India, America, and we bring all their software here. And we kill our economy that way. And also we affect the future of our children. Because most of the time we have our children who go to university and they study computer science. And there is no indigenous computer warehouse or computer vendor or computer firms. We are not developing them. They are the mercy of foreign nations. And they are also developing and producing their own products. So when we develop and produce our own indigenous application, we give room for expansion, and they will give room for our children tomorrow to also have a place to practice what they study in the university. So thank you very much. Tokuns International Limited is an indigenous, I would say, proudly Nigeria. Everything about it. So the beauty of this is this. When there is a need to re-engineer the application or there's a need for technical support, you don't need to call them in New York for them to come down and do so many things. We do. All what you need to do is to get in touch with us in any part of this country. We are there, and that's the reason why our downtime is almost equals and less a time that will disrupt the flow of your process. So, and the beauty again is that we have so much developed the application that we have migrated from what we used to call a desktop application. That is an application that resides on your laptop, or that resides on your desktop, or that resides on something that is physical within and around you. In that case, in a desktop application, we need to install, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10, 11 of us, we brought a laptop into this meeting, then we will need to install 10 times for you to gain access to it. And God forbid, many times when we do such installation, I remember there was a program we had held somewhere in Ajuji Hotel in Abuja. After we installed and we know we had a program, and the accountant left the training room and he went out, and when he got outside, he was holding his laptop like this. Some boys just approached him, and then they asked him, "Your life or your laptop?" He said, "My laptop, leave my life for me." So they took the laptop away. In a short while, what has been taken away is the entire installation and all the work he has done. But thank God for technology now. We don't need to install it on your laptop again. Rather, we have a central repository in the cloud. So everything is installed and settled in the cloud. All what we need to do is to ensure that we have a connected or a connectivity. Connect your laptop or your desktop or whatsoever thing that is, make sure that it's connected to the internet. And with that, anywhere all over the world, you can access the world, provided you are an authorized user. My colleague is going to be taking us through that extensively. My aim is just to introduce to us what we expect, and please understand also, the AG also made mention of it. This training, the use of software, when we were in school those days, they told us that there are 3 parts in computer. 3 parts. Number 1 is what we call the hardware. And they will tell you the hardware is anything you can touch and feel. Any aspect of computer you can touch is the hardware. Then we have the software. The software are a sequence of instructions that makes the hardware to function. We call them programs or codes. Like flexible accounting is a code, it's a software. We can't see it, but it's the engine room for the hardware to work. And the third important part of the computer that sometimes they don't tell us until we go deep into computation is what we call the humanware. The humanware is you and me. No matter how good, no matter how effective the design of hardware, no matter how wonderful a software is designed, if we have a bad humanware, both the hardware and the software will be ineffective. So it's very important for computerization to function well. This trio must, it's not a matter of choice, must collaborate to work. The hardware must work, the software must work, and the humanware must be willing to work. And that's why this training is very important for us to pay attention. It's a plus to us, for us to have a knowledge of these. Last week we just came back from one of the universities in Nigeria here that they fell so much in love with flexible accounting and they want to include it in the curriculum of the accounting students. You can see that you'll be shocked one of these days, your child will come home and be telling you about flexible accounting. But you just tell him or her, don't worry, I know it. So it's a plus for us to pay attention to the details we are going to be showing us department by department, the connectivity in the systemic